Hey everyone, I'm Nathan, 27 years old, and my own family threw me out of the home I was funding. Before I dive into how I discovered a massive 7-month deception and a hidden debt that could have left them all on the streets, do me a favor. Drop a comment below and let me know where you're reading this from. I love seeing how far these stories reach. Let's get started. It all unraveled on a Sunday, one of those humid late August Sundays in the Midwest where the air feels thick and everyone's a bit on edge. I was dragging myself home after a grueling 12-hour shift at the restaurant where I'm a manager. My feet throbbed, my back was a bundle of knots, and all I craved was a hot shower and a moment of peace. But first I had to grab groceries. If I didn't, the fridge would stay bare and my family would act like food magically appeared every week. I pushed through the front door, its familiar creak announcing my arrival like an unpaid doorman. The house smelled of musty air and something faintly like burnt coffee. In the living room, the TV blared a brain-numbing quiz show. My younger brother, Jake, was sprawled across the couch, his face glowing from the eerie light of his phone. He didn't glance up, never did. His universe was that tiny screen, and we were just background noise. My dad, Tom, leaned against the kitchen counter, staring into his coffee mug like it held life's answers. He was a pro at staying silent, fading into the scenery when tension brewed. Then there was my mom, Linda. She stood by the stove, arms crossed so tightly it seemed she was holding herself together. Her eyes, when they met mine, were cold as steel. I hefted the heavy grocery bags, their handles biting into my palms. "Hey," I said, exhaustion lacing my voice. "Traffic was awful." She didn't respond. Her stare was icy as I walked past and set the bags on the counter. The thud they made echoed in the strained silence. I began unpacking, a mechanical routine I could do blindfolded. Milk, eggs, bread, the fancy hazelnut creamer Dad loved, the organic non-GMO cereal Jake swore was the only kind he'd eat. It was my weekly ritual, my money, my time, my energy. "Is that all you've got to say?" Mom snapped, her voice like a whip. It cut through the TV's cheerful racket. I froze, a jug of orange juice in hand, and turned to face her, confused. "What do you mean?" "Don't act clueless, Nathan," she said, stepping forward with venom in her voice. "You stroll in here reeking of fryer grease, tossing down groceries like you're some hero doing us a favor. You think that makes up for it?" "Makes up for what?" My mind raced, searching for what I'd done wrong. Had I missed a bill? A birthday? No, I paid everything. That was the deal. "Your attitude," she spat, her voice rising to a pitch that set my teeth on edge. "The way you act superior looking down on us. You think you're above us with your little promotion and your secret savings." I stared, stunned. This came out of nowhere. Jake finally looked up from his phone, a sly grin spreading across his face, relishing the drama. Dad kept his eyes glued to the counter, his silence a quiet endorsement something inside me, worn thin by years of disregard and entitlement, broke. Not loudly, but with a cold, quiet snap. The anger I should have felt gave way to a hollow calm. I met her gaze, my voice steady and low. "What did I do wrong?" I asked, each word measured. "Besides pay for this house?" The question hung like a guillotine. Mom's face paled, Jake's grin vanished, and Dad flinched for the first time that night. I can't tell you the full story in short. To watch the full story, click the related link below.